Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So today I'm gonna be doing my flamingo painting. I'm gonna finish the painting. I started it a couple weeks ago at my friend's birthday party, but we only had the pool house for like a certain hours and we couldn't finish it. So I'm gonna finish it on my own today since I'm home from work. And you guys can listen to my little video about forgiveness that I did as I was walking to church. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. I'm on my way to church and I'm talking about forgiveness, right? Today, because it seems as if to say for the last maybe year and a half, I've just been put in predicaments where I constantly have to let stuff go and let people be people, basically. But as Christians, we have to learn how to forgive, right? And lately I've been struggling with that. Like, I have a post that I tell myself that I forgive easily. My face is so shiny. It's too much grease. But yeah, I tell myself that I'm a person that forgive very easily. But as of late, I'm finding it very difficult to forgive and to let stuff go, because it seems as if to say all hell is just broken loose and everyone just trying to get at me and try to get me to come out of character, which I refuse to give anyone that benefit anymore. Because I've been in that place where I've come out of character and I've yelled and screamed and done all that stuff for years because anger was living on the inside of me. And the Bible tells you anger rested in the bosom of the fool, and I refuse to be a fool. And because I'm now in a place where I'm not angry anymore, I'm not that explosive anymore, it just seems as if to say crap is just keep coming at me to get me back to that place, to pull me back to that place, the place where I don't want to go back to. And it's hard when you are with people who don't see their part in whatever situation, whatever the conflict is, right? They play the victim, and you end up looking as if to say you are the mean one. Because that everybody is looking at this person and say, this person is so kind, this person is so this, the other, and the third, and they can't put it past that person to have anything mean inside of them. And now you're left in a place where you're the one that has to let it go, because they're not apologizing. Waiting for an apology is like waiting for death, and I refuse, because I'm not gonna let her die and hold stuff on the inside waiting for death because somebody won't apologize. No, have been in that place for too long. That only causes resentment and bitterness. And so I choose to let it go. But it's just getting a little bit harder and harder with each new situation that arises to get to that place of releasing the anger a little bit quicker. And so, this channel is all about transparency and me being transparent with you guys. So I'm reminded this morning when I was passing, I saw the birds, and it's like God was reminding me to look at the birds. The birds are so free. Like, they don't think about anything. They don't have no worries. And I've been down that road for many years. And it doesn't lead to any good place. It just leads to a place where you're just angry all the time, where you're resentful, and you're holding bitterness on the inside. And as a believer, you can't live in that space. You have to do with what the Bible tells you to do, which is to forgive. Even if it means you have to forgive 1,000,000 times for one day. When the thought comes up, you have to forgive. When the issue arises again, you have to forgive over and over. And it is hard to keep forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. But you have to look at it as this way, that we do God's stuff all the time and He's always forgiving us, right? So that's the way we have to look at it. But our human feelings tend to want to override what we know we should do. And so I'm telling you, give those feelings to God. Those are the feelings that you give to God, so that way you don't explode on anyone, and you don't put your issues on someone else. When you feel, as if to say, you can't forgive any longer, you take that to the place of prayer. You take it to the place, to the person that you know who can fix any and every and all situation, which is Jesus Christ. Take that situation to Him, because He's the only one can work it out. When we take situations into our own hand, we end up with egg on our face, because guess what? We make things 1,000 times worse. So this is my little encouragement for you guys this week, is to let stuff go. No matter how hard it is, let it go, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your salvation. It's not worth your reputation, because you end up looking like a fool when you're going off on people. It's not worth it. Keep your integrity intact. Learn to forgive. Let stuff go. That's it, guys. I will see you in another video. And another reason why you have to let stuff go is because it's gonna hamper your joy. Like, the holiday seasons are upon us, and who wants to go through the holiday season feeling all icky and grimy on the inside? Surely not me. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I refuse to let anything, interfere with my enjoyment and joy of the festivities of the season of enjoying Christ's birth and what He came to do for me. So, yeah, it's another reason. Hold on to your joy. Hold on to your peace. And don't allow the issues of life to bring you down, because so many things is trying to bring you down. It is just the enemy at work. It's just the enemy at play. And you can't give him the satisfaction. You can't give him the satisfaction of pulling you out of all the things that you have walked through in life to take you back. You can't go back. You're no longer a slave to the old man, the fleshly nature. You're no longer a slave to that. It's easy to fall back into it, but you're no longer a slave to that fleshly, worldly nature. That's what you tell yourself. I'm a new creation. I'm a new person in God. So when situations arise and there's nothing you can do about it to change it, you have to let it go. Assess the situation, let it go, move on, move forward, because God is always in your corner, on your side. If you have to apologize, you apologize. But don't hold on to anything waiting for an apology from someone who's not going to give it. Because the pride and the ego of men is what keeps them in bondage to situations, because They don't want to humble themselves to come to a place, to a lowness, to say that I was wrong, to rectify a situation. You know, you can't do allow yourself to get to that space. So I'll see you guys again. Bye. At this point, I really started liking the picture, but then I messed up and colored in an area too dark, so I had to fix it, which you will see in the end product how the flamingo turns out. So enjoy the painting. And I was watching the Christmas movie, of course. What else would I be watching? Now that I'm looking back at the video, I can see where the flamingo actually looked good in green, but in person, it wasn't looking all that hot. On camera, it looks fine, but in person, I don't like the way it looks, so I painstakingly changed it by applying whites and reds and orange to have the final color at the end. And that little area where I'm shading at the moment, well, the area under the flamingo's neck, it ended up being a little bit too dark, and I tried to fix it and I messed it up, and so I had to get a rag and erase some of the paint so that it can kind of look halfway decent, and that you'll also see in the end product. At the end, I like the end product, so the process was definitely processing, but I liked it anyway. Maybe next time I'll do another one for you guys, but it will be something, of course, Christmas related. I mean, it's looking good, but let's try with the yellow. This is where I made the mistake. I should have just left it alone, but no, my little perfectionist self tried to make it kind of ombre and totally ruined it. So that's why I had to go and get a rag and kind of wipe out that area. Shaking my head. That's why it's not good to be a perfectionist, guys. Let mistakes happen and just go with the flow. Don't try to overdo stuff, because then you end up in predicaments just like me, trying to overcorrect your mistakes. All right. Here is the finished product. Completely forgot to show you guys how I corrected the color of the flamingo, which was with some reds and orange, but that's okay. I'll see you guys in our next video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.